Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today what we have going on is we are going to finish up our dill pickling, and I have a treat for you today because we are going to add some heat today. So I froze peppers from last year, and also I froze jalapenos, and guys, these babies are big, they're hot. And so I'm hoping to get a little heat on these dill pickles that we're gonna make. And so I have a pot, and you soak what you do is you soak your pickles overnight in 3/4 cup of canning salt. And then when you're done, all you do is you want to rinse them, and then you want to jar them up. So let me show you what I got going on. So I have my pot of pickles, and they've actually been soaking a couple of days, and I washed them. You wash them and everything, and then the only thing that you do before you can them is you trim off the blossom end. Yeah. Okay, so let me rinse these and then we'll start filling up our jars. Okay guys, so my pickles are rinsed, my brine is on the stove. I have my hot water bath canner on the stove as well, and I'm gonna point you down so you can see what I got going on. Oh no, some peppers fell. I gotta try to situate this here, guys. Okay guys, so here's all the ingredients. I washed the jars, they're still warm. I have my garlic, my dill, my mustard seed as well. I have my jalapenos and peppers that I'm also going to stuff in my jars. Now for the pickles, well, cucumbers I should say, you want to trim that blossom end off just a little bit, see that? And you can leave the stem end on if you want. It really depends on your preference. So now what we want to do is we want to fit these in our jars, but we don't want the tops. See how close that is to the top? It's too close. So what we need to do is we're just going to trim a little bit so that they fit in there kind of nice. I'm just going to take a little half end off. It's good. And cut the blossom in. You kind of want to size these up so that they all kind of match. Now I understand I have some really big ones in there too, so I can just half those and it'll be okay. All right, so we're gonna half some of these, and we're still gonna stuff them in there. All right, and then I'm also going to put a pepper in there. I'm gonna put that in the middle. What I should have done was made these, I should have sized them. So, but I didn't. I'm kind of a wing dingy kind of girl. I don't even care because I know I have so many like pickles and stuff in here, so but I don't care. I want to use the smaller jars. I really like the small jars, but a lot of these are almost quart size, but that's okay. We'll wing it, guys, because that's kind of what we do around here. Okay, so here's some smaller ones. So you want to find your smaller ones, and you want to put them in your jars. Put your pepper in there, and I need to put a garlic in the bottom too. Okay, I need to find some more smaller ones. Yeah, I definitely should have done this earlier, is lay out your pickles or your cucumbers, lay them out so you can kind of see what kind of sizes that you have. But of course I didn't think that far ahead. So a lot of these are actually quart size, but I like the pickles in the smaller jars. And why I like that is because, I mean, it's just Alicia and I, so I don't really like a lot of big stuff because it's just me and her, you know. so we're gonna put some peppers in some of these, and we're gonna trim off the blossom ends and the top on another one. We're gonna see if we can fit this guy in there. All right, almost perfect. This guy is still too tall, guys, still too tall. All right, so that's probably that'll probably work. Okay. All right, so keep going. You want to keep, and you can spear these guys, which I'm going to spear a couple of them, and then I'll fill my jars, and then we'll come back. Okay guys, so we got our jars filled, and then next what we want to do is put dill and some mustard seed. And you want to put 1 teaspoon. Yes, 1 teaspoon, not tablespoon. And it doesn't have to be a full teaspoon if you don't want to use a teaspoon. I like a lot of dill, so I'm going to use almost a full one. It is not exact. It's not, I'm not going to measure it out, make it all level. I just go by how I'm doing here. Because I like to do it quickly. My water's done boiling, and I got my peppers in there. And we're just going to just keep rocking with this stuff. All right, so dill's in. Oh, I missed one. Doggone it, how did I do that? All right, I'm gonna fill that guy up. Okay, nobody missed now. All right, next is mustard seed. And once again, 1 teaspoon. It doesn't have to be exact, but I'm telling you guys, the mustard seed is what really makes the dill pickles. I don't know why. It makes that color and everything. Same way with the dill. It makes that green dill pickle color. I wasn't using mustard seed before, and yeah, it really made a difference. So we're gonna go ahead and use all this mustard seed. 1 teaspoon for each. I got my garlic cloves in each jar. All right, there we go. So next what we want to do, and these are all my extra tops and stuff that I cut. So the next thing we want to do is we want to fill our jars with our brine. Okay, so let's get our brine, because it is done boiling. And I put some dill and some mustard seeds in my brine too, to kind of flavor it up a little bit. And I'm not going to use my ladle thingy. I'm just going to pour this right in there, right on it. I think I can not be so messy. And then you want 1-inch headspace, like we talked about in our sauerkraut. That goes for basically every single recipe, guys. 1-inch headspace. Unless it's like jams and jellies, and I only leave it half, like a 1/2 inch. These are going to turn out absolutely awesome, because I put jalapenos and chili peppers in there. I like them a little bit spicy. I wanted to try it, see how it does. So I figured I had some in the freezer from last year. I'm like, why not give it a try? What's it gonna hurt? If it's too hot, we'll make relish out of it. You can always do something with it, so it won't go to waste, definitely. Don't have to worry about any of that waste. All right, so my cucumbers in the garden, guys, are just going absolutely crazy. I think I planted maybe 8 to 12 plants, and they're just, I mean, just crazy doing good this year. I mean, I did quite a few pickles and peppers last year, but some of them were given to me from Diane at work. She works in the paint room, and they do a really huge garden. So she brought in excess almost every single day. And so I made a bunch of stuff with tomatoes and peppers, and I gave them to a lot of it to the to my guys, my veteran guys. Okay guys, and then next we're gonna debubble. And my debubbler is a chopstick. That's it. I don't go fancy. I'm not gonna buy any crazy plastic thing when you can use a free chopstick. It came with my Chinese meal, and I keep them because I use them for this. Ooh, and that one went down a lot. All right, we just want to get some of them bubblies out. That's all. All right. Oops, get back in there. And some of the bubbles came to the top as I was filming it. I could see them. All right, so some of these. All right, and this guy needed a little bit more. All right, there we go. All right, guys. So then all we have to do is let me move this real quick. Okay, next we're going to clean our rims and put our lids and our rings on, which I got them all right here. Those right there. And you want to clean your rims off with, now you can use just plain water. I'm not saying that vinegar is the cure-all for good sealing lids. I'm not saying that at all. A lot of people swear by vinegar, and some people don't. They just use regular hot water. So just make sure that you clean the rim off really good, guys, really good. Okay, so next let's put our lids on. Oh gosh, guys, these smell so good already. It's crazy. I can't wait to try them. But we'll be able to try them after, what, 4 weeks? At least 4 weeks. You kind of want to let them sit. And I had one jar that I didn't have any pickles for. So, and this guy is a little too tall. If they're a little too tall, guys, and it hits the lid, it might keep it from sealing. This guy too. So we're just going to trim that off. Make sure that our rim is clean again. Put our lid on. And then we're just going to finger tighten. Well, actually, when I do pickles, I like them just a little bit tighter than finger tight. Just you don't want to, I mean, you don't want to crank it, but you want to go a little bit farther than just finger tight on like some of our other stuff that we do. Oop, get that back on there. There we go. I mean, you can tell when you start canning, you kind of get the feel for what you need to over tighten and what you need to really, keep loose. And pickles are one of those. You don't want to crank them, but you want them to be a little bit firmer than normal. Alright guys, I'm excited. You guys, I tell you, one of my favorite pastimes in the summertime is to can. I love to can. Let me turn this up so you guys can see me. I absolutely love to can. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something from the past or what, but I really dig it. I get into it, and it's kind of become quite the passion in the summertime is preserving the stuff that you grow out in your garden, man. I mean, there's just nothing like it. So I'm going to put these in the hot water bather, and that's pretty much it for the day, guys. Now, you do cook it, I think it's for, yes, 30 minutes between 180 and 185 degrees. That's it. This is a hot water bath method, and it's real simple, guys. Even if you only have enough cucumbers for 1 jar, that's 1 jar of food that you're making from your own garden. And look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? There's peppers in there, garlic, mustard seed. Gosh, look at these. They're just beautiful. I mean, who wouldn't want to can their own food, guys? All right, guys, so if you're new to my channel, you're watching Just Living, and if you're new here, consider subscribing. I do all kinds of stuff. I have backyard chickens, I do raised beds, I do canning, have fun adventures. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next time.